Kanye West talks Diddy, Kim Kardashian, and more. Girl, listen, this is a jam-packed video, girl. When I tell you this is filled to the brim, it's sort of like when you order takeout and you receive it, girl, and you go on your couch and you're ready to watch a movie, and then you open up the takeout containers and you see that they filled that shit up, bitch. That's this video, girl. Before we get into this, let me introduce myself. My name is Sebastian, and I spill pop culture tea videos every single day. So if you're looking for a new messy best friend, you have found me. Listen, girl, I'm that messy best friend that's gonna FaceTime you at all hours, telling you all things pop culture, okay? And I just wanted to give a really, really, really big thank you for 85,000 best friend. I cannot even begin to believe it. I mean, listen, I've been doing this for 9 years, and I'm just so thankful and grateful for each and every one of you. I don't take it for granted, and I hope you guys really can feel my heart. So thank you guys so much. So we got to talk about Kanye, or Ye, talking about Diddy and all these things. So Kanye has gotten himself into a lot of trouble in the past. I mean, he has said some crazy things, girl, and some very offensive things as well. But we're going to focus on the Hollywood conspiracies that he has talked about. He's talked about MK Ultra. He's talked about the Illuminati. He's talking about being Black Mirrored. I mean, he's talked about it all. So these are just some of the clips that I found interesting of Kanye West exposing Hollywood, and now people are connecting Diddy to these things. Check this out.
You're out in Hollywood, a lot of people come up missing. Feels like it might be a lot of that in order to control, traumatize. They want to monetize and traumatize. You're out in Hollywood, a lot of people come up missing. Feels like it might be a lot of that. Mom ain't here. My mama was sacrificed.
So listen, right off the bat, I'm going to tell you something, right? When all of these things he was talking about came out, you know, I was like, girl, Kanye, like, you need a melatonin, honey. You need a nap. Now I'm sort of like, hey, girl, so what else? What else do you know? You know what I mean? Like right now, I'm just like, okay, can we discuss further this, please? Because I'm just wondering, girl, what else does he know? What else does he want to expose? Because, you know, I'm very interested in it. You know, right now with this Diddy thing hitting, you know, huge explosion, we are now believing the likes of Stephen Baldwin. We're believing the conspiracies. We're taking more time to kind of listen to them. Before we were like, girl, come on, girl, what in the honey boo boo's going on here? But now we're like, okay, girl, can you let me know a little bit more? So listen, I did a little digging, and Kanye West presented Diddy with a Lifetime Achievement Award at the BET Awards. Now, the introduction to the award, Kanye West spoke for a couple of minutes, and I have looked everywhere online for the full speech, and I cannot find videos of it, right? I found like little clips in this, so I'll add some clips, but I actually have the full speech here that I want to read it to you guys because I found it to be very interesting. So here's some of the clips of Kanye West saying that Diddy inspired him to pick his wife. Girl, check this out.
He broke down so many doors of classism, taste, culture, swag. Puff, if I never told you I love you, you my brother. And I was at the dentist's office the other day. I was taking a nitrous oxide. I suggested if anybody's like stressed out. And understood contracts in a way a lot of us still don't. I go to him for advice to this day. He inspired so many of my choices, so many of my life choices, my wife choices. And here we are. Thanks for that, Puff.
Okay, so listen, let's read the full speech because now I am intrigued. I don't know why the full speech is not available online, but I feel like that's for a reason, honey. So let's read the full speech. So it says, how do we crown our kings? How do we appreciate our kings? He began. To think how far we could just make it off of inspiration. To hear the way somebody chopped a sample in. Me and a friend were rushing to see who could get the Bad Boy mixtape and play back the original version of Diddy's 1997 hit It's All About the Benjamins over and over, thinking I was one of the hitmen. Diddy's production team crew, by the way. I was signed to Puff without him knowing, he laughed, adding that the statement is not legally binding. To go to New York and think that everybody had on leather jackets and new Timbs every day. To see Puff in real life at the Missing You video, just like me, taping free like a little kid. I just need to meet this man. This is my favorite artist. You see, I'm saying favorite artist. Everything, not specifically production, the trip. Back then, there was so many rules to hip hop, and he broke all of them. He understood contracts in a way a lot of us still don't. Understood money in a way a lot of us still don't. I go to him for advice to this day. He inspired so many of my choices, so many of my life choices, my wife choices. And here we are. Thanks for that, he laughs. And here we are. Y'all don't understand. Getting snuck into the club at 17 years old in Chicago thinking we was part of Bad Boy. This man was so famous, it was just good enough for me to go to Chicago's version of Puff. Oh, sorry, this man was so famous, it was just good enough for me to be Chicago's version of Puff. You know, I took a little hiatus. I said I wanted to declare myself legally dead for a year. Nobody missing me, you know, I just want to be off the grid. Puff is pretty persistent, but I had to think, it's like they get amnesia. Like I should never have to call more than one time. Any of us in this room, if Puff ever need us, we need to jump and be there. This man has been through and survived a lot of stuff. Broke down a lot of doors so we could be standing. I know for me that I could be here today. He broke down so many doors of classism, taste, culture, swag. Puff, if I never told you I love you, you're my brother. I was at the dentist and I was taking nitrous oxide. I wouldn't suggest it if anybody is stressed out. And I thought I know how it is to want to change your name. You might know him as Diddy, Puff Daddy, Sean Combs, but when it's hitting a certain point, I thought at the end of it, it's all love, all of it. All we have is love. In Jesus' name, bring out love. Okay, so that was Kanye West's speech. Now, this was back in June 26, 2022. So he's spoken out about Diddy, right? And a lot of the things that he has been what is being considered to be conspiracy, people are now connecting to Diddy. Now, let's talk about the wife choices. This is making all the headlines, girl. This is something that, you know, Kim Kardashian is probably somewhere at a meeting with Kris Jenner freaking the fuck out. Let me tell you something. You know what? I really do feel like soon we are going to have our minds explode with everything that will be coming out. And all of those people that we might have just declared crazy in the past, I think that we're going to start kind of feeling a little bit bad. Now, Kanye West, aside from the Hollywood things, he has said some pretty messed up things that I just can't agree with or go along with or ever consider myself to like or you know, anything to deal with him. But the conspiracy part of Hollywood, that is something that I'm definitely going to pay attention. And like, I know that I'm kind of low-key sounding like those people, you know, I always joke in Hollywood Boulevard saying, the end is near, the end is near. But I just really do feel like Hollywood is a very dark place. I live here. You feel a certain energy. You feel a certain kind of like vibe. It's really off. I'm not kidding. You know, people, I think, often see, you know, Los Angeles in movies and think it's all glitz and glamour and fabulous and oh girl, there's Khloe Kardashian. Oh girl, you know, there's da-da-da. No girl, it's not like that. It's a little spooky. It is spooky. Actually, one of my best friends, she does like horror content in Spanish, and she wants to go to like all the creepy places in Hollywood. And I'm thinking about maybe going with her so I can do some content for you guys, because there's some creepy shit. Like, for example, like I've told you guys this. Close to my house, there's like a very bougie neighborhood of like huge mansions in the hills. And one day I was just walking my dogs, and I saw this house, and it was not Halloween. It was like a random month, like in May or something. I always forget, but I look, something draw me to the house, and I just remember like the gate was here. It was like a little bit open, the gate, and then the front door was like, you know, you can see the front door, and in the door it said, "We eat children here." I'm not kidding. I'm gonna go back to that house and I'm gonna take a freaking picture of it. I promise you guys. I've always told you guys this story, but I promise you I'm gonna go try and find it, because I was so spooked. I was like, girl, why are they having still Halloween decorations? And then when you see all these conspiracies and what they allegedly use babies foreskins for, did you guys see that? Girl, I have so many things I want to tell you guys. Girl, listen, that's a separate video. There's just a lot of fucking crazy shit that goes on in Hollywood, bitch. So these conspiracies, they're conspiracying. But what do you guys think? Let me know in the comments below. Do you think that there's any connection to Kanye and Diddy? Do you think that, you know, there's a connection with the Kardashians and Diddy? Let me know in the comments below. I would love to hear from you guys. Thank you once again so much for all your love and your support. Thank you for 85K, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Mwah.